Okay, so this is a 108 math exam 3 video. It's the first for exam 3. Okay, here we go. Let's get a longer paper. Let's get our pencil. And let's get started. So, as usual, I want to pull down the paper. If I may, pull it down. Yeah, that's good for the moment. And now come up here and write exam M108, exam 3 review. I'm going to call it A. It's the first one. Okay. Let's talk about Z-score questions. Right? They may give you a picture. I don't know. Some might have a picture, some might not. But there's going to be something that there you have to go consult a table. We've talked about that in our videos, a table of z-scores. Okay, so let me give you a little bit of a heads up how their table is going to work, etc. But first, just to get to the table, when you click on table, then first click on table. Click on table. Second, move the scroll over to the right. Scroll over to the right, scroll right. And then you'll see the bar that lets you go down. You'll see the bar that is good. And 3, go down as needed. Go down to the place where you need. Go down to the z-score. Let me get it now. I need to bring my paper up now. Okay. Go down to the z. Go down to sorry about that, to z-score that's needed. Okay, sorry about that mess. That was not expected. All right, so click on table, scroll to the right, and they'll be on the bottom. You scroll to the right, you'll have a bar coming down that you can go down with, and then go down to the z-score, go down to the z-score that's needed. Okay, so now let me give you some examples. Let's move this back up, because I'd like to have as much space that I can out of this paper that's possible. Okay, so let's go up to, let's talk about this. What if they have a question? This is one, right? But there's going to be a few things here. A, let's say they ask you to the left of z-score, left of z equals 1.50. Let's just make it easy. 1.50, an easy number. All right, so here's how their table works. It works differently than the book does, which is strange, but that's the story. Here's how their table works. If you look up the z-score 1.50, they have. Let me put that in writing. They have positive and negative z-scores. They have. In our book, we don't work with that. Appendix A doesn't have that. All right. Anyway, they have positive and negative z-scores. So let me tell you how to work this. Okay. So now here's a positive one, right? Their z-scores work that if you go look up 1.50, it's telling you how it works from over here all the way to here. So it's got this entire 500 plus whatever it is from the this is going to be the average from the mean until 1.50. Anyway, when you look it up on the table, they're giving you everything from the end from the left infinity all the way to 1.50. So the left of 1.50, that's pretty easy. Just look it up on the table, take their number, take the area and take the area. Take the area, and that's your answer. Take the area for z 1.50, because we're talking about left, right? So if we're talking about take the area, and that's your answer. That's the answer. That's the answer to this question. Finished. Okay, that is the first thing to tell you. B, let's say you have a question of to the right, yeah, everything to the right of z equals, right? This would be everything to the left, everything to the left, and this is going to be everything to the right. Everything to the right. Okay, to the right of what? Of z equals, here the question is 0.96. Okay, so look up on the table. Look it up on the table. Look it up on table. Now, how do you answer this question? It's to the right, right? So that means 0.96, let's say, is around here. So what is the table telling you? It's positive 0.9. Everything we're doing is positive so far. What is the table telling you? Everything that goes all the way to 0.96, but they want everything to the right. So this is what you do. You have to take 1.00, because that's the whole thing. 1.00 is everything. Put four decimal places over here, because usually the z-scores come out as a decimal place, and then subtract whatever 0.96 is. You look it on the table, get the area, right? Get the area, and you're going to have some area, and you put it in here over here, and you subtract it, subtract, and there's going to be your answer. If we're talking about to the right, it's going to be 1 minus whatever that z-score is, and that's going to be the rest of it to the right. That's going to be your answer. Okay, so answer. Okay, I need to go down further. I probably have a little bit more room. I do. Okay, now what if it says, what if you have a question, C type of question? What if the question is, they tell you z is equal to negative 1.40 and z is equal to 1.03. Z is equal to 1.03. And they say between, right? They want everything between. Give us the area. Give us the area between these two. Okay, so here's what you do. You get the z, you look up the positive z-score and the negative z. Look up the positive, look up positive. Look at a positive z-score for this, and look up negative z-score for this, right? So you're gonna look up z point, which is positive. You'll get an area. That'll be positive. You'll get an area. Look up this negative one on the negative list. You'll get an area. And subtract it. The higher, subtract the lower. Obviously, subtract the lower area from the higher. Okay, now I probably have a little bit more room. Whenever it says between, I can put it over here. Right over here. Wherever we just did C, where it says between, right? But it's not very legible, but it says between. They want the area between. Wherever it says they want the area, the question is the area between two z-scores, then no matter what, one's negative, one negative, one positive, or that would be A, or both positive, or C, both negative, both negative, you always subtract higher from lower. You always, let me put it right over here. I don't want to get this on one video. You always subtract, you always subtract. Look up the two areas on your table, and you always subtract the lower one from the higher. Look up the two tables on the, look up the scores on the table, the areas on the table, and subtract the lower area from higher area. Anytime it says between, from higher area. Anytime it says between. So there's left, there's right, and there's between. Okay, we stopped this video, got no more room.